Hi, I'm Stephen Schaar with the Grand Rapids Police Department. I've been with the police department for the past 25 years. The last 11 years I've been the assistant chief, and just recently I was appointed to chief of police on August 1st. And I'm here to talk to you today about speeding and traffic congestion in town with the road construction and construction at the new jail facility and the Tall Timber Days festivities coming up. And also chat a little bit about the bird scooters in town. So first I'd like to mention the congestion downtown with the construction of the new the jail and courts downtown. I know at times there's been some road closures of a couple lanes. Just be aware to slow your speeds down in the congested area. Watch, because several times during the week they may close one lane off. So just be aware of that. Keep your speeds down. There's a lot of pedestrian traffic downtown. Be aware of that. And first and foremost, put your cell phone devices down and pay attention to your driving. We've had a huge uptick in people using their cell phones again, and we've been out issuing citations for that. So just make sure when you're out on the streets driving that you're 100% totally focused on your driving and nothing else. So, and also this weekend is Tall Timber Days. So with the construction of the courthouse and jail downtown, just across the street at the Central School Grounds will be the Tall Timber Days festivities going on, which will include many activities on the school grounds and also in the old Kramer's lot. Some road closures will be happening downtown, so watch for them as well. Be a lot of pedestrian traffic downtown, so be aware of the pedestrians crossing the crosswalks. And Friday night and Saturday night in the old Kramer's lot there will be a street dance. So watch if you're driving through town in the evening when it's dark out for the pedestrians crossing the roads. So, and then also with the parade will be on Sunday, and there's a slight detour in the parade. It will come down, leaving the fairgrounds, coming down 3rd Avenue Northeast down to 6th Street, going west on 6th Street to 2nd Avenue Northwest, and then back north towards Crystal Lake. So, and there's also a time change on that. Normally it starts at 1 p.m. This year it's starting at 12:35 p.m. So be aware of that. Also, speed enforcement. We just conducted a speed enforcement saturation on July 15th, which included 5 agencies and 13 officers from those agencies. The saturation lasted 5 hours. A total of 103 traffic stops were made. 66 citations were issued, and most of those were for speed, and most of those speeding violations were people traveling at 20 miles per hour or higher. So be aware of your speeds when you're traveling that fast over the speed limit. People are aware of that usually when they're 5, 6, 7, 8 miles an hour over. They're generally not aware of it, but when you're going that fast over the speed limit, people are aware of that they're traveling that fast. So slow your speeds down. Also in that saturation, one DWI arrest was made and 1 warrant arrest. I'll give you some statistics on speed-related crashes in the state of Minnesota. So far, as of July 28th, there have been 247 traffic fatalities in the state, which is a 25% increase over last year, and continues to be the highest year-to-date number in the last 5 years. Speed-related traffic deaths continue to be the largest contributing factor of fatal traffic crashes. Currently, 91 speed-related deaths have occurred this year in Minnesota highways. This number is a 42% increase from the same time last year, and nearly 150% increase from this time in 2019. And with the COVID issues that we've been having and the staying at home last year, we've seen a significant rise in high-speed violations across the state and locally. People traveling at well over 100 miles an hour, and that's due to less traffic on the highways. And as time has progressed, there's more people traveling the highways now, but we're seeing that those high rates of speed are still up there. And with larger number of vehicles back on the road and people still increasing their speeds and driving at very high rates of speed has resulted in a high number of traffic deaths related to speed. So be aware of your driving habits and keep your speed down and drive safely, because we want you to arrive at your destination safe. So another thing we wanted to talk about is the bird scooters. We've had a lot of calls come into the police department in reference to the bird scooters in town. This was an agreement between the Bird Corporation and the city to operate the bird scooters in town. There's no cost to the city and there's no liability to the city. And next year they plan on strategically locating these scooters along the autonomous vehicle route that the city will be having next year. So with the bird scooters, there's some state statutes regarding age limits and what safety equipment. No person under the age of 12 years old are allowed to operate these scooters, whether it's a bird scooter or another motorized scooter. And people under the age of 18, when they're riding these scooters, must be wearing a helmet. And we've received several calls of complaints from people regarding the bird scooters, most of them driving on sidewalks, or they feel that the kids are too young to be driving them. We do go out and look for these violators without much success, but when we do, when our officers are out there in the streets and they do observe what they believe is a violation, we do make contact with those people. But you know, if you are concerned and you see somebody who's driving these scooters carelessly, please give us a call and we'll check on it.